It's a big question. It's a big question. We'll see if they can do it. For Espionage, I mean, for me, for this particular roster, it's a fresh impression. The results speak for themselves in terms of it's starting to get a little exciting here. But the players, you know, I'm familiar with from previous projects, so we'll see how they do. We're hopping on in. We are in the server. We're starting out with Nuke. AMKAL will get the luxury of the CT side. Let's see if they can capitalize.
Well, looking forward to seeing. I mean, again, it's been quite some time since I've last casted Espionage, but yeah, obviously have a lot of the old trick players, like you said, Static, some of Strawless talent roster members as well. So a lot of these players, somewhat known quantities in the Danish scene here. I'm playing on Nuke, so we'll see if they can bring that Danish Nuke Counter-Strike to the table. They fake out a bit of a take here, but all the pressure being applied towards the ramp room already. Travis has to just retreat here, run away quickly in towards the lower side, but he's getting hunted, he's getting chased, and he can't escape. So a quick trade comes through from MistR, and they're down the vents as well, so the rotation's being cut off, and they've got a great post-plant situation.
Oh, this is nice control. They want to battle out the double doors. That's a lucky find. A little fortunate spam. Connecting with the head. Knowing your crosshair placement. Ooh, all right, lucky. Iceberg with the follow-up. And now it's all on the Crad Nickelback. Kid available. You're going to have to get this done. Bait the tap. But, well, Nickelback. Start to go in with a sound and a fury. But only a little bit of fury. Not so much a thundering sound. More of a soft fart. Now it falls to Crad in the 1v1, and the time is against him, so this round has been lost. He'll get the kill for a little bit of good feeling. That's it. That's all, and he won't even survive. No survivors of the pistol round, but Espionage with the dub.
There you go. Able to start things off well. I mean, you can see that pistol round just working so well for them. That early little presence to get a player down the vent to cut off rotations. I mean, that's just a massive point of contact to have in the back pocket, and then hunting down Travis to the point where there's just no chance that he can escape. If you're Travis, you kind of want to fall back, concede the space, but also be able to play your life and disrupt the B take. You just never got that opportunity with the sort of speed and zero hesitation and Espionage put in the table there. So a good start, but a force buy to respond. They're going to go with pistols and armor. And UMP in the mix here for Force, so that could be fun. Double zoom. Oh, but the smoke's bloom. She doesn't get any vision here. Trying to do something to work some magic with the scout, but not really giving them much of an opportunity just out of the gates here to work with that weapon.
I feel like the new smokes actually spread better in that sort of deep garage setup. It's just a lot of coverage. I mean, it's gone now, so you can't admire it. But there was a moment there where there's just so much coverage out of just two smokes deep in there. I think of those as the mouse smokes. I think they were the first team to popularize them, but they've come very far into meta. And with the new smoke spread, they might be just the key piece. Nice D peek. No kill found, but damage, harassment. Letting them know, hey, you can't get secret for free here. So instead, this looks like it's going to be a mini wrap and an upper sight hit. That's a decent position to deal with it. Two players in towards the site. A third can float from heaven. So here comes the move. On comes the force. The weaponry not great, but the scout shot is. Icy looking for more. He's got it as well. 2v2 set up. Go back spotted. Rifle there. A nice peek off of it. Tracking the footsteps. MistR knows he's got his hands full, but the transfer is good. The young gun will deliver.
That's pretty. That is a pretty transfer right there from MistR, just locking in right there.
With the Galil, man.
Yeah, I know, it made it look easy.
Mine doesn't do that.
Easy. Yeah, well, lots of practice. I think you'll get there.
Maybe, but I ain't gonna do it, so I'm not gonna get there.
You want to put in your 10,000 hours?
My time is gone, man. I crossed that 30 threshold, and my moment is gone.
The
I'm not starting my career at 30.
It's never too late.
Going pro.
Just look at
Yeah, you're trying to find somebody who started that late.
Yeah, maybe Jax, but he was 26, right?
Yeah, no, I don't think there's anyone. Roy and Jax are the most famous examples of starting your career pretty late. They started at like 24, 25.
Yeah.
Yeah, it ain't me. It ain't me.
Just have to stick to casting, I guess.
Yeah, you know, it's a tough life out here. But I think I'm a little better suited to be on a microphone than on a server.
Yeah, you do good work.
Thanks, Cole. Thank you, Cole. That's the validation I crave. There's actually 4 players here. This is a really nice crossfire. Travis, gonna get the first. Now things get dangerous. Ooh. Oh my goodness. All right, the trap has been sprung, and AMKAL looking frisky. The bomb is gonna go down. No heaven presence. Actually, as I say that, that rotation from Forster has been so quick, and they're falling like flies. Cabby might just keep this in their favor. A 2v2, lucky low. Rifle picked up by Icy. Need to get this bomb planted. 35 seconds. Once the smoke is gone and mini, life is difficult. But actually, Nickelback rerouting gives them a window of time, of opportunity. He wants to get in towards heaven. The numbers finally punched in, taking away. No kit, no armor. This has been tremendous impact already, but can they stick the landing? Is the big question now for AMKAL. Nickelback flashed over. He certainly can on the first. Cabby with a MAC-10 to defend a bomb that's not planted for him. Baited forward. Oh, the footstep. Ooh. Icy knows. Icy knows. A lazy clear here would be disaster. It's the Glock out, and Cabby. This is now back-to-back clutches to save Espionage in these rounds. And that one, that was just with pistols. The setup from AMKAL, you don't see it very often. It's 2 players in garage, 2 players in mini. So as soon as they swing around to clear mini, you got that crossfire. That's kind of brilliant. I don't know that if I've ever seen that particular stack.
Yeah, and I mean, it's really effective if you want to rotate over towards that A side as well. They were just diving through the mini smoke with a bit of a collapse from heaven. I just played that contact game so well for AMKAL. And making the best of a tough situation there with only USPs, finding those amount of kills for and around, absolutely fantastic. So does lead you to at least a good start if you win this gun round to kick things off in your favor, get the economy advantage here as Cabby goes down low. HE spam combo there does the trick. I'll keep him away from poking and prodding up hut. Again, that double up on the smokes that you mentioned earlier that allows for safe passage with less resources down secret. Can allow Iceberg to at least start making some moves on the outer yard lurk here. It's selling a lot of map movement as well for AMKAL. You can see the protocol set in stone here. We'll see how much they can spread them thin. Forrester caught with an HE or smoke out there. It's not going to help them on this defense, and Crowd eventually does find 2, so it keeps things somewhat stable. They still have to hold on in this 2v3 post plant though.
Planning nice and wide. That's an asset that might give them the chance to make this happen. Oh, MistR's just away.
Oh my god!
The flicker out. He was so blind. Travis thought he had the backstab in there. Thought the timing could have been perfect. Molotov forces the first fight. Oh no! The slightly wider plant actually ruins them. MistR planted so wide because he thought it would be an asset to the team if they were defending from Squeaky, but the spam is off, and it means that AMKAL is on the board.
Yeah, just a little bit off on that spam. A bit unfortunate for him, and not getting that opportunity, but good utility usage late. A nice Molotov towards the Squeaky door really helps that one out. And great coverage coming through from Icy. Being effective with that AWP, really aware of that outer yard lurk of Iceberg as well. So multiple points of influence here. We get a little ramp rush right now, going fast to test Travis here. We'll see if he can pass it, just early damage, and then again the fall off here, concession of the space, just to make sure that they don't lose out on a crucial bit of positioning here on that B bomb site.
Travis about to have his hands full. Crowd is not close enough to help on this. They're harassing. Nades could come out here. I don't know what they're holding them for at this point, but it's going to allow Crowd to get in action. This is really stunted from Espionage. Now they're fumbling it. Gonna get the kill on the player back. And the smoke's up. Might allow the window to plant, but Crowd wants to come through, and you can't blame him for it. Trade on it.
Oh,
another one. They don't expect it's a clown car, man. Forster's back away this time. That's massive. Bomb has to be retrieved. Lucky knows he's in tough position, but MistR catches Nickelback getting a little frisky. Didn't realize the player was still towards ramp side, and Lucky is putting this one together. Icy, you're not going to fancy this retake with an AWP, but he's going to give it a look. It's too tempting a prospect, and he knows exactly where MistR is. Oh, the slow jump, man. The slow jump. But Lucky's so far wide. There's no way you read this, and Lucky indeed. The positioning wins it for him. Gonna get the up to boot. That's really nicely done from Lucky to salvage what looked like a disastrous round.
Yeah, and you also got to give him credit there. He expected that secondary smoke push as well. It was such a great read coming through from Lucky, anticipating that pressure to come through once again. Honestly, I thought it was going to be a play that might work out for Forrester, but he gets punished for it, and then obviously Icy left into a pretty tricky 1v2. So it's a nice little saving grace, but that's really is right where you want him, right? He's so good in these late round situations. You've seen him win a lot of these very tricky clutches. So coming through with the late round rifle work there, and now his prize is an AWP to work with is very exciting. Espionage already building in a decent T side here.
Crab with the Nova, though. This is the game changer. Crab with the Nova.
Right.
Gonna win it all for them.
Second Nova in 2 days so far.
I think both by this team. Could be wrong about that. Memory's not what it used to be. That's not the fight for the Nova. Unfortunate. USP gets one, so at least a blemish on the record, but yeah, that's gonna be it. Nicely done from Espionage. They can finally start to build some bank, get out on one of these rounds with more than one guy alive. They'll be okay with that.
I don't think teams have had enough time to really implement this into their strategy, but did you see that heaven smoke that was thrown yesterday?
No. What is this?
They threw it. It bounces off of that silo on Nickelback's left right there.
Okay.
And it lands in heaven.
That's
So,
crazy.
like, T-side executes, yeah.
Do you have to pop a window?
No, you throw it over A site, like over the ramp. But oh, how did he see him right there? They got the elevated angle. It is a 1-for-1 trade, so it's really not the end of the world for Espionage. And that lurk smoke is going to give them a lot of real estate right there. He does take a sacrifice of HP, but Icy's watching this. He should have the idea, but he's been spotted.
The timing of the
has
shift
it right in his
up.
bag.
Oh,
there it is.
Oh, there it is. Running around the Rosie there.
Whew.
What a massive kill found from Kwezz. That's crazy. So it goes all the way over and like bounces in the balcony?
Yeah, it bounces like, I mean, it's a perfect heaven smoke. I think
so curious.
Falcons used it yesterday.
I gotta see this. I gotta adopt this into my regimen. Annoy the heck out of people in MM. Oh, Iceberg's found the perfect timing to slip through mini. He may not realize actually there's a player in the smoke.
Oh,
but the footsteps from Nickelback, that's a big blunder. Gonna get caught from Forrester. So the positioning's a little weird. That shot's nice. Don't know what Travis thought was happening below him. But the gun model totally blocked the vision, and once again, Espionage will get through. And look, some of these rounds aren't looking super pretty. They're kind of messy, a little back and forth. Positioning's a bit odd, but you got 6 rounds on your T side. AMKAL are struggling to put anything together. AMKAL looks super disjointed, like they're not making plays together. And Espionage will keep taking these. You know, you can if they never build up a bank, whatever. It's T side. You're getting bomb plants, you're getting kills, you're getting rounds. That's all they want.
Yeah, they've been in a lot of like 2v2 situations and post plants, and that's still a really good T side that you can manufacture, even if it comes down to a lot of close rounds. You're on the T side of Nuke. You're continuing to build on a lead here. You've only lost a single round that came down to a clutch in its own right. So, I mean, man, already building in such a firm foundation. And if we, again, put any concern on AMKAL here and a little bit of struggle, that their first feeling of loss here in this year coming through just yesterday to Namiga, at least in officials. Might be a little bit of a loss of momentum here. They want to regain that as soon as possible. Back with the Nova, though. It had to have been them yesterday. Because Cred's seemingly a bit of a specialist with this gun. He's trying to get active. He's hungry.
Alright, Lobby Crunch gonna have some success here, but the question is, can you build on it? Those guns aren't really retrievable with the babysitter in Lobby, but as they give up the space, those rifles will come into play later in this round. Nickelback could be a threat in secret. It's all about timing here. They do kind of seem like they might be headed his way. Espionage is trying to put together the pieces. Okay, there were 2 more players in towards lobby. Where's the third guy? Where's the third guy? All about timing. And as Iceberg continues to gain this ground, and they just link up with him outside. No one's watching. There we go. Okay. Nickelback forced out nade is good damage. And Travis just finds the timing on Iceberg. So this one's falling apart. Finally, one of these tentative rounds is getting away from them. The question is just, can Nickelback seal the deal? Spots, drops, closes the door. Trying to stall for his teammates to get in position to help him out. Are they going to read that Nickelback is so close? He swings! He swings to try and get away from the flashbang. So he will falter, but good damage done. Travis can capitalize. Bomb's being planted. Got the first. Lucky has to pull off this bomb plant. There's only 20 seconds here. He needs a kill, and he knows it. And at this point, player out towards single. Even if Travis hadn't gotten that, it should have been insured by Icy. Nicely done. Big round from Travis as well. A guy who we heap pressure on in the pregame. And AMKAL finally get their second round on the board.
Yeah, had the hero rifle too right there, so he had to step up. He was required in the 3v3 if your lobby crunch with the Nova and the UMP gets you a 2 for 2. It kind of puts you in a decent position if you're AMKAL to win. You still have an A1S in play, you still have a couple players in good positions. You know, Nickelback obviously in secret, so capitalizing off of the faith he places in himself. Confidence building here. Nickelback also feeling confident enough to play in the back of red box. Getting a forward angle, looking to tussle with Iceberg. He has a lot of support, though. A lot of help here. Op included in the mix. Long range here. Icy looking for fights. And there's that same smoke wall that they've been throwing. And there's that Nickelback isolated peek right there. He can't coordinate with his teammates with those 2 smokes thrown out. So he's going to have to watch from the sidelines now. Oh, this is risky.
I thought
he's going to push it.
Yeah. Not going to go for the look. He'll know that a player's down secret, but the question is, how do you rally for it? They're going to send Travis down lower. But that threat's always going to be in the back of their minds, right? It looks like they want to go for the ramp link up, so that means they're going to test Icy. Oh, he dives. Yeah, there have been some brutal timing moments for AMKAL this game. Now Icy's super out of position to deal with this. If they drop down on him, it's going to be very impressive if he can survive here. Try and play it. Shot misses. He's a dead man. That's exactly the problem with playing the op. In towards the ramp. Now they lose Krad, who forgot about the secret player, apparently. Didn't expect him to still be there, but Travis, well, I had a moment. That moment was not to be. That's a very tough round. Mistakes in timing, blunders in rotation. We've seen this from AMKAL in too many rounds.
Yeah, and it feels like Espionage doing a perfect job at kind of just forcing that. They start the round off so effectively here. I mean, 2 out of yard smokes and Nickelback is swinging for the fences, right? That's all it takes to get a little bit of overextension to roll through there for Espionage. Is just 2 out of yard smokes and bam, you're in a 4v5. That sets the tone. Now you have to work the map. Now you have to manipulate the rotates here and find the weak point. And the timings that they hit off the back of that 4v5, the way that they were able to just force so much discomfort towards that lower bomb site, and
yeah,
I mean, credit to Iceberg for what he's doing towards the outer yard. He is consistently working these rotates so effectively.
It just really doesn't feel like this AMKAL team has a great feel for Nuke, which they haven't played a whole lot of it, but I mean, they certainly have historically, and it's not like the map has changed that much, but it just doesn't. It's very odd. They're constantly getting caught on rotations. They're constantly getting caught moving off the angle at the wrong moment. You know, Icy's the latest example of that. They have Travis lower. They have a player lower. They have a presence.
Yeah.
They're not expecting the ramp split. And my question there is that comms from Krad? Does he think more players went down secret than did? Because if you slip one player down secret, the natural thing that should be expected as a player is the ramp split. He's trying to work the rest of the presence through for ramp, and I just question whether that's miscomms, whether that's, you know, a young player in Icy misreading the comms, or somewhere there's a disconnect. And then Krad, you know, throwing his life away trying to race down there. Serious disconnect. And I mean, I think at this point we are deep enough into this half that I'm pretty comfortable saying it's going to cost AMKAL this map.
Yeah, I mean, T side already so built, and I feel like Espionage have a good read on how to abuse this map control. Icy's trying anything to get an opening duel, but again, it's not going to go their way. Instead, it's going to be found by Cabby, who does continue to swing, but that's an easy pickup right there. Continued aggression just flowing in too hot right there, and Lucky's prepared for the trade. Icy might have been spotted dropping off of heaven there. Oh, he certainly was. From the swing that comes through, Icy needs a second to compose himself. And Nickelback, he doesn't spot out Kwezz. This is an advantage for him, but still loses out on that duel there, trying to swing for the fences. Nice awareness from Nickelback, and Icy not scared off the angle.
Ooh, this is frisky. This is ambitious, to say the least, especially with the low HP. Now he loses a teammate. Wow, shot doesn't land. That's on himself, but the shot doesn't land, and now they know. They've got a pretty good read. If they hear the vent drop here, it's over. They know they got this position. Huge kill from Icy, though. Timing on the lurk. Problem is they know that op's disjointed, so they can plant wherever the hell they want. And so they will plant quite open. So now the second time MistR's planted quite open. Hopefully this time they know where to spray. But Icy's going to save, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Espionage will get the round through. An 8th on the board. Money again shattered for AMKAL. I mean, at this point, a 9-3 feels like a good scoreline for AMKAL to get to. It's been tough.
Yeah, no question. I mean, again, it feels like at this point we're getting to the point where this team is getting frustrated. We're seeing just dives into hut without much care in the world. The sort of early position, I mean, Kabi just actually walked out A and found a pick with no isolation. I mean, just completely walked out into an open bomb site, and yeah, again, it just feels like there's a lot of frustration and a severe lack of coordination as well. And it just kind of reminds me of what was being done, maybe a little bit more dominant by Namiga, but again, this is on the T side of Nuke, not the T side of Vertigo. So it's a bit of a different approach here. It's a little bit more difficult to get those dominant rounds, but they're still managing to find it now. Another missed shot there from Icy, just can't collect. Had a chance there, just not able to land it, and now he goes down trying to transition his defense over towards the ramp room, but at least Travis has something for us. 3 kills with the MP9, that is incredible.
I don't know if that was
gonna save him.
Full confusion or if they thought he dropped. Whatever it is, Travis is bailing his team out in a big way. Oh, gonna lose his life, but he's done enough work. Sets up his teammates with a 1v2. Still, we've seen MistR pull these back.
Ooh, crowd though, he's gonna have vision on the hut push.
Up on the roof?
Squeaky, yeah. This is a winning position. Although
he can just go hut. He doesn't have vision. He doesn't have vision. He's betting on Squeak. Ah, he's missed him. Ships in the night. Still, when the plant comes in, MistR will not be expecting hut to be there in this fast a time. They're setting up. You can see the 2 angles are to not get caught in these 1v1s. To wait for the post. MistR's got his choice of what he wants to do. It's not a bad bet here. Should have time to get the bomb down. Question is, where is he looking when the guns come around? He's out. He ticked it, and Nickelback's able to punish. Nicely played in the 2v1. Allow the bomb plant because you desperately need the round. You cannot be messing around with this. And so the bomb will be defused. The round will be claimed. And the op will even be retrieved. 3 rounds on the board. Travis gives them a gift.
Yeah, I mean, responsible for that round for sure. His opera goes down instantly, and it really could have been just a 1-for-2 trade on the ramp room, and then bam, they're cooking into B instantly, and that would have been curtains. So Travis holding the line for not 1, not 2, but 3 kills, and still being able to buy time for even more presence is wild right there. That is what we asked of Travis going into this, right? That was what we wanted to see out of him. Yet still, they're suffering a bit on 3 rounds. They're looking to close this half off fast, though. A little bit of lobby aggression. It's working out well for a 1-for-1. There you go. Finally able to pick up that man advantage. Oh, but MistR flying into the icy op right there, and we'll get taken care of. Berg now going to test him. Ooh, and this time he gets able to get away with it. HE is it going to hunt him down. No, not quite.
Iceberg on Icy. That's a duel we haven't talked enough about. Purely based on name value. Iceberg finds Travis. Surely this doesn't come back. Surely. I mean, there's a minute for them to work, right? 2v3 now. But such a strong advantage for AMKAL. This would be a really bitter note to end the map on. Lucky's playing so passive, just hoping someone comes hunting him. Footsteps on the roof. It's Santa Claus. Lucky will group up with his teammate. Whoa! Oh, the flick away! The timing for Iceberg! Had him dead to rights. It was knife out for Icy. They both forgot about each other. Now the problem is the bomb has to link up. What's Icy holding right now? Is he up top? He is indeed, but he's so wary of giving up this kill that he's going to allow the path down towards the lower site. Krad's going to hear these footsteps. He knows what's going on. Question is, how do they rally? How do they regain for this? Molotov into the vent. Bomb should be plantable.
They're gonna have to play a post plant here, and they lost one quickly. Oh, diving into the vents though. Iceberg is gonna go down, but Icy's low on HP, so Nickelback, he needs to win this duel.
Playing together.
At least help him out.
Oh, no scope to end it. All right, recovery on. A little touch and go there, a little tentative, but that will send us to the halftime break.
This world is slowing down. How can I fight it? How can I listen when there's no sound? Oh, the wolves are out. Yes, the wolves are out.
We're back in here. AMKAL with a bit of a recovery, but the scoreline still looks dire. Espionage. We're gonna get to see what they've got on the CT side, but they certainly put the screws on AMKAL. We need a heck of a recovery here.
Absolutely.
2 players down
Yeah.
vent. Off rip.
Prepared for something. They got to read.
What is this? They're gonna go. I mean, it's wrong. The read is wrong. It's an A hit. It's an upper hit. MistR though, he's got to kill. The dualies are here, and this might be enough. Oh, Cabby, shut the trap. Nice shot from Icy to at least make this viable. The vent players are back up, and Lucky back in position. So nicely done. Espionage, whatever they were trying to attempt there with the secret play, we don't really see come through. But the 2 sets of dualies on site are plenty.
Yeah, I mean, you still had 4 guns on that A side. So just send 2 players down vents and keep your 2 sets of dualies over towards the upper bomb site. So much impact comes through out of those guns. And no matter what the read was, even if it was wrong, it could still work out. And it's full Glocks outside of 1 Deagle for Travis. They might just do that classic Nuke game plan of fight out a yard with the Deagle, and if Travis goes down, you give it to the next guy. But he's on silo right now, so I don't know if that is the game plan.
We love losing a gun on silo.
Or even better, to drop it on top of Mini.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, he jumped
Completely unretrievable. My question is, where's Forrester going with this Zeus? Rechargeable Zeus, man. He's ready.
Ooh, he's locked in the front of hut.
He's up to meta, dude. As soon as they try and go for that lobby clear, seeing all this outside presence, try and take some lobby, make sure there's no lurk, he's gonna get the Zeus. I believe. Player's still out at red. Dink! Cabby! Gets caught in transition. Lost track of where he was. This round is more spicy than it needs to be. Kwezz actually has a very tough fight.
He's in the fence.
Forrester just somehow walked his way out and into the vent. Kwezz got the one. That's the bomb. That's the bomb on Nick. Go back, and he's got it as well. So Kwezz has now taken the danger out of this round. What is
Oh my
Iceberg looking
gosh.
at? What is Iceberg looking at? What are you looking at?
What?
You know they got down secret.
Ah!
What are these comms? Where do they think Crad is? I'm so confused. It's all gonna be fine. No harm, no foul. I mean, actually losing 3 bodies pretty harmful. But where did they think Crad was? They were so confident in their read. I guess he was the lobby lurk, and they just didn't realize he'd gotten down vent.
Well, Forrester was the lobby lurk.
No. You're right.
He was sitting in front hut with the
Zeus,
out
you're
all
right.
around.
I'm so
I don't know
confused.
what they even imagined he would be from, but yeah, that is slight confusion right there in the communications of Espionage, but it gets him the round. It costs them a lot of money though. Brad handling the call out right there, seeing Cabby aggress forward. Great coverage coming through from the silo from Nickelback, and I was going to complicate the matter here. 4v5 already. Great kickoff to this T side, even though they haven't won a round yet. We'll see if they can recover here. Kwezz is getting active in secret, but he just can't surface. They're getting pre-fired. Ooh, Iceberg versus Icy.
Kwezz is going back though. That's outside lockdown, so it's just this ramp play. Lucky on the timing. Back in the angle. Got the first, the second. Dink, actually huge. Might set up MistR a little more effectively with that XM if he can get into angle, but it might not even be needed. That's the bomb now dropped. That's the bomb confirmed. MistR, get your gun out. Get your gun out, son. Good damage. That's an assist if ever I've seen one. And Nickelback's getting right. Kwezz spots this. 40 seconds. Nickelback knows he's got to have the element of surprise. He's going to try and fake the back off. Sure, Kwezz has it. Oh, no!
Whoa.
The spray goes wide. Kwezz had a chance, but the crosshair wasn't right. Nickelback instead. A brilliant show. And that round, that's huge from AMKAL. This is double eco territory for some of the Espionage players. This is a chance to run back the scoreline.
Wow. Maybe just caught a little bit of sleep at the wheel. They're a bit surprising. 1 HP Nickelback. 1 bullet away from death. Closed out the clutch. That saves them. That's a lifeline granted for a round that I thought was pretty much in the bag. 4 spies are called out late. You got Cabby just now leaving spawn. Complications start to arise here. Not so straightforward once a double eco has to come through. I guess 4 spy. To be exact. Lots of deagles, 5-7s in play.
Ooh, the timing on this peak. I don't know about that. Just the swing back around. Forrester on the angle. Iceberg clearly not expecting it. Gets caught. Look, if they come into ramp, I mean, this is what they're trying to lure them into. Nice shot from Lucky.
That's gonna scare them off, though.
Yeah, it is enough to back them away. They were hoping they'd try and chase the scout down. Instead, they're going to get active. Retrieve the gun. Cabby's now got a rifle. They're closing down this space, but AMKAL have slipped the net. They've got this lower control. There's no one to receive them. Even the scout moved out of position for this. They're anticipating the A play, and there is no A play. Forrester, I think, has just slipped behind the back of Cabby as well. Might have spotted it even.
MistR's gonna be a little bit frustrated. Oh, he's prepared. Seems like he's waiting for. Oh no, he's waiting for ramp angles.
Forrester might clear the drone though. Ooh, there it is. That's another gun gained. They're gonna try and keep these players down on the bomb and keep their guns up. Espionage are not attempting this retake. They got no kit. They don't fancy it. They didn't have the positioning. I mean, if you get this into the next round, it's actually a really good buy.
Yeah, it is. This is Scout still brought into the next round. Kwezz has armor and a deagle. You can drop over a deagle to Iceberg in the next as well, so it's gonna give them a second chance. So this territory that they find themselves in is not as deadly as you initially think when they walk away with an AK and a Galil. It's now a winnable round all of a sudden.
Certainly one with danger, with teeth.
Usually this is like where you finally call it and you say, oh, full USP eco if everyone goes down, but you don't have to do that when you save 4 guns.
They even drop a 5-7 over to Iceberg. So they'll have a buy in the next, regardless of what happens here. Let's see where they can get going. Early on, scout outside. MistR, though, is the one who gets the kill. Crad dropped early. So they're going to try and take the space out of Hut. Forrester's got this angle again. I don't think Iceberg's going to die to that angle again.
You can't get him twice.
Can't get fooled again. No, indeed, he does get tagged up and backed off because they knew what he wanted to do. They were familiar with his game.
Apologize. Kwezz, this is a position where you want to just take a pop shot, fall off, and there you go. He has a scout, though, to help out. A little push and pull contact game on the ramp room, but that'll do it. That'll force them back here. Can't really commit too long to this. The spam through the wall right there is nice, but they are going to have to obviously concede that.
Ooh, they want to chase.
Yeah, they're hunting. Lucky, though.
There was a footstep there. There was a footstep on that swing. Might tip them off that something could be going on towards hell. And now look at this. Cabby pushing outside. Might catch this lurk on Forrester. Cabby, has he got it? I mean, this is nice. Just going to go for the gun. So now we're in a 5v3. Yeah, a lower bomb plant probably going to be conceded. Just based on the utility. But this retake is going to be kind of touch and go. 25 seconds. They're running out of the smoke timer here. Oh, it's gonna get open! The spray down's there! The bomb goes down, but it's over. 4 players survive. Espionage coming in with a save by a couple guns. They scraped off the ground in the last and the scout. And now they're walking out of this with 4 rifles, 3 AKs, and an 11th round on the board. This is disaster for AMKAL.
Yeah, it's devastating right there. That's the sort of threat we were talking about. That's why you don't want to give over too many guns. And it's just such a safe decision to make if you're Espionage on your 4 spy to save 4 of those guns. Get yourself another, like, pretty much 4 spy. Get that opportunity twice, but have even more backup. And you could tell MistR was given the basically opportunity to just do whatever you wanted with that AK. Finds an opening pick, sets the tone early, and Cabby, forward angle here. You do like to see this sort of position. He gets himself tucked in. Will he be cleared, though? That's a big question here. I don't think they spawned it getting close, but it's going to be shotgun hopping necessary, and Icy hits the deck quickly. Oh, the HE found crowd as well. Oh, no.
Not ideal. Oh, definitely not ideal now. This could be AMKAL on their way out of Nuke. Felt like maybe a foregone conclusion after the first half, but they did just enough here to make us believe. Now that belief slipping away. Nickelback op clutch. Not a sentence I think I've ever said before, but let's see what he can do. Nickelback on the big green. Forster to work with him, just on a tacky. Oh, he's coming around. Like he's waiting for this, but Nickelback gonna get the better of him. Maybe not the angle of approach that he expected. Nickelback wants to accelerate now. Should be a decent setup to deal with this is the problem. Flashbangs to try and get the Tech 9 through. Here comes the swing in the Molotov, sticking around. 1v2. Nickelback might be doing this. Starting to believe the vent drop, though, proves costly. Iceberg gets around in time. Well, he can't find the op. He did find the round, and that's what they were really looking for.
Yeah, it would have been Nickelback having to save them twice now in this map if they wanted a chance to continue to move forward, move on up. And that's one too many times right there. Not going to be able to convert on that much, and it is going to be 6 chances here with a Tech 9 force buy with the UMP in the mix to fight back initially. So this is the easiest chance for Espionage to just send this one home, seal the deal, close things out, and start to set their sights towards Inferno. It might be a tough map for them for sure, but leading into it with a little bit of confidence with a great start could be the move.
Oh, they want to pop through this. They want to pop through this. They've gained the ground. Kwezz gave it up. Didn't want to get caught. Understands that this is the big threat into the round. Woo! He's away. He's away. And he's got a teammate on the angle as well. Iceberg lost elsewhere, but if they want to go lower, I mean, it's going to be costly. And that's exactly what I mean. So now man advantage available here. Lucky still holding on to spots, clearing out credit card as well. He's come to collect on their debts. Nickelback and Travis. Tech 9s and some interesting positioning, but a whole lot of work to do. Oh, the timing's brutal there. Nickelback just wandering outside. They know where the last is now, and a little ambitious from Cabby, shall we say, but it shouldn't cost them. And indeed, it won't. Espionage with the dub here on Nuke, looking comfortable all the way, looking massively in control after that first half, and they capitalize. They deliver on it. That's
not too many struggles.
Not at all. That was a brilliant map. I mean, that was really well done from Espionage. They constantly kept AMKAL looking uncomfortable, constantly challenged them on positioning.